Hello, good afternoon, happy Friday, happy long weekend. It's Thanksgiving here in Canada, Thanksgiving weekend in Canada. So, welcome to my page, welcome to my weekly interviews. Thank you for tuning in. My name is Julieta, if we haven't met before. I am a digital business owner and the owner and creator of this business page. And as you might know, every week I bring a different business partner to my page to share our experiences, share our different backgrounds, and how is it possible that people from different walks of life are all working under the same platform and running digital businesses. Today I have two special people, and I will just not delay their entry, and I will welcome them. Just let us know where you're watching from, and so we can say hi if you have questions. Hi, Rachel, Rob, how are you?
Good. How are you, Julieta?
Good, I'm great. Thank you so much for being on my page today. It's an honor.
Yeah, you're welcome. This is exciting stuff. It's exciting times.
Yes. I know you guys have probably been working today, me too. So we've been having busy days. So why don't you present yourself to the people watching, and if anybody has any questions or want to say hi, let us know where you're watching from so we can engage back. And if you have any questions about our businesses, you're more than welcome to ask them on the chat. And otherwise, Rachel, Rob, go ahead.
Oh, how nice. My name is Rachel. This is my husband, Rob. Really nice to meet you guys and be speaking with you live today on Julieta's page. I'm a school teacher. I'm a public school teacher and have been for 17 years. So I work with children all day, every day. And today's Friday. So I'm really looking forward to a long weekend. It is a Canadian long weekend. So I teach grade 3 and 4. And so I spend the highlight of teaching grade 3 and 4 is that we introduce the children to chapter books, which is a really big deal when you're that age, and also the times tables. And so that is a really exciting thing when you are about 9 and 10 years old.
Yes, and I'm Rob. We've been married for about 17, 18 years, and I'm also a teacher. I've been teaching for the same amount of time. And originally from Winnipeg, but moved out here to join Rachel on the coast. And I teach science 10 and biology 12 this semester. And it's a really fun courses. We both have a deep passion for teaching, but at the stage of the game we're at, we kind of have things figured out in our classroom, and it's a lot of fun. But yeah, we are very thankful that it's a long weekend and are looking forward to having some rest, like I'm sure most of us are.
Yeah, we have 3 kids. So we're busy parents at home, and they're kind of at that preteen stage. So a lot of opinions and a lot of just preteen things going on in the home. But we're with family. Our kids do like soccer, they do dance. Volleyball, some piano, so we keep them nice and busy on their free time, and they love it.
Yeah,
nice. I want to say hi to Priscilla. She's watching from Ottawa. She's my mentee. Hi, Pri. Thanks for tuning in. We appreciate your company. Thank you so much. And Rob, Rachel, how is it that you decided? How do I find you guys here being digital business owners, being teachers, business owners? I don't know how that goes together.
I know.
I think we're going to let Rachel answer that one.
Yeah. So we have, as a teacher, we have a capped salary, and so we can only make so much. And no matter how hard we work, and no matter how much overtime we're putting in, we only ever get paid so much. So also, we don't get paid in the summer, and it's not too big of a deal if there's just one person in the household who's not making an income, say for a couple of weeks, or in our case, 8 weeks in the summer. But for our home, it's both of us. And so we don't have an income in the summer. And so we miss 4 paychecks in a row, both of us. So we end up saving a lot during the year in order to get through the summer. So we're never saving to get ahead. We've never saved for, upgrading our vehicles and all that. It was always saving just to get through the summer. And then we were at zero again. So because of that, we've always done a couple of things. Like we've been landlords, and we rented out a section of our home. That's very common here on the coast, on the west coast of Canada, is to rent out out of your home. We did that. We did that for 5 years. And then we've also hosted exchange students in our home, teenagers, other people's teenagers in our home. We did that for 5 more years. And then our own children just grew bigger and we needed to take over the whole home. So we weren't able to leverage our home to create a little bit of an income. And so when we took over the home, we knew we still had to make more than what our teacher salary could pay. And so it was because of that I was scrolling like mad on the internet looking for weekend work and looking for evening work, and obviously teaching summer school. And that is very common in education, very common with teachers to have more than one job. And it was in that search that I came across the opportunity to start an online business. And it really, really caught my attention because I actually wasn't looking for that. I was looking for the traditional model of trading my time for money. That's all I knew. Yeah. And so we got started. It was because I never thought of it. It seemed amazing. It is amazing. And it's been a perfect fit for us.
Yes, absolutely. And what about experience? Because you weren't looking for anything. So I'm guessing you didn't have any experience in working online. How did you cope with that?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so, Rachel and I, we like click and share things. We've been buying our groceries online and picking them up. I run our website for my classroom. So things that, pretty basic, but, that was definitely a question. Like, how are we supposed to have a digital business? So right away, we found out that there is a complete support system, a really great back office that takes care of you. We found out that we would be getting a mentor that we can help interpret training. And the training is absolutely awesome. It's video-based and text-based. So you can rewatch things and reread things. Probably on a weekly basis. It gets updated because everything's changing and the internet's adapting, especially with this last 18, 20 months. The world's been thrown a curveball, and we've been forced to kind of look at, being creative with how we connect. So all these things put together, being tech savvy was, we had a tiny bit, but in terms of, we had the training there to kind of learn at our own pace. And now we're at the place where we are mentors and we are coaching other people. And so the technology isn't that bad. We figured it out.
Yeah. And one question that comes to my mind actually is you being teachers and knowing how to teach. Of course, you teach children and we are adults, right? Learning this platform, but how would you qualify this platform that we have that teaches so many people in the world to work online?
It's amazing. I mean, a lot of teaching is repetition until you get better at the skill, right? And so because of an adult brain is very different than a child's brain. Like an adult brain is busy. An adult brain is very occupied with being adult, having a lot of responsibilities, stress and pressure, right? And so the fact that our training is plug and play. So you just press play, and then if you didn't get it, you play it again. And if you need it slower, then you play it again. And so that repetition is a really healthy way to learn something new. And for adults who are busy and we have a lot of stress and a lot of pressure in our life, you can just press pause and pick it up again later. So I would say the training and how to learn this new skill is perfect for adults. It's perfect for people who need to engage with it and then pull away and actually do things like cook dinner and take your kids out. And
I also like to say, Teslas are quite a great car company now. I think they're #1 car company in the world. This is like the Tesla. It's innovative, it's sharp, it looks great. And there's other cars that will get you to A to B, but in terms of an entire complete package, this business, it's like the support, the infrastructure, the community, and just how it has responded to what's happening. We're super proud to be a part of it, and we actually know that we're in the right place. Yeah.
And actually, it's funny what you just said, Rachel, because I have my children that are in school, but they don't even learn the way we do with this business. So we're pretty lucky.
Yeah, I agree. Knowing what we know about, being a digital business owner and the support we get on the back end, I look at my own school, at our own school district. It's like, oh, only if they tried this, only if they tried that, it would kind of solve a lot of issues with, how students and teachers and parents are interacting, right? So yeah, I think they really have nailed it. They're doing awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we're really thankful.
And at our age, like Rob and I were both 43. And so we knew that we would have to learn how to do this. We came in with a little bit of skill, but we figured if we were to upgrade our education, that would take a ton of time, a ton of money.
Yeah.
Of course, it's an option. But we knew around our age, like mid-40s, we could probably squeeze in learning one more thing in our life and like learning it really well. And so we chose this. We chose to spend our time learning how to do this and becoming good at it, knowing that, we only have X amount of working years left. And we chose that this was worth our focus.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. We have, Priscilla, she's, like I said, she's my mentee and she's in the education industry. So she's saying teaching is amazing and inspirational, but for sure not rewarded enough. Exactly. She's right. And I think she has the same issue as you. She's in the summer. She has no income, right? And then we have Marco watching and saying, step-by-step online training is remarkable and truly user-friendly. Yes, he knows about the online training. Learn and work at your own pace. And I had a question on my mind. Now I forgot. Ooh, that's nice. Anyway, okay, yes, I remember. Talking about time, how much of your day, because being a teacher, I don't teach. I work in construction, but I know how my son's teacher work. He's in 6th grade this year, so I assume guys must be pretty busy. How do you squeeze the time for this business in your day?
Yeah, you're gonna do whatever you think is important, right? You're gonna be spending time with your kids or investing in your work or doing overtime. So, to be honest, we actually get up. Rachel gets ready, and we spend a good half an hour to 45 minutes starting our day together in this office. And what do we need to pay attention for the day? So that's just a lot of conversation time. There are times throughout the day we might check in, but overall, I'd say probably an hour a day is average. Sometimes it jumps up to 2.
Mm-hmm.
And in the beginning, it took us about a month because, like what you were saying, Julieta, we're busy with teaching and parenting, and we pigeonholed a thing and pigeonholed this getting set up. After about a month, we were set up. And so now to be able to work at this business an hour or 2 a day, we're sustaining it, right? Yeah.
Absolutely. And what my before the last question would be, what you like the most about this business? What is most enjoyable for you? Maybe it's different for each one of you.
Yeah. Do you want to go first?
What's most enjoyable for me? I'm a very logical person. And so what makes sense to me is what's most enjoyable to me. And so the best thing about this business for me is that a ton of it is run on automation. And so what that means is that the internet is running a huge part of our business for us. And what I'm responsible for is checking in. There's certain creative aspects that I'm responsible for, but it's really a small portion compared to the automation side. And so for me, that is truly enjoyable because when I work hard, I work 100% of my effort in a small portion of my business because I know, I trust, and I understand that the automation is running the rest. And so that's just my favorite part. And that's probably because I'm a very busy parent and I do work full time. And so I very much appreciate how automated a section of this business is. How about you?
Well, I like the money. So to be honest, yeah. So, and we haven't mentioned that, and we're not here to talk about that. But at the same time, that was a primary reason to do this, was to make an income. And so, we, like Rachel said, we were landlords, we were homestay parents, we were, We even
Summer
delivered
school.
We did summer school. We delivered phone books. We did whatever we could, right? But to be able to make an income where we don't have to save it for the summer, or we don't have to pay back credit cards, like we have summers like that now, and that's something that really makes us more enjoyable to be around each other. There's less financial stress, and we're able to not spend that time doing that, right? The second thing, very much in line, that I like is was completely attracted to the power of leverage. As a teacher, I am a teacher. I am sharing information, and you want your class to be able to take that in. So I'm leveraging information when I teach or through my website. As a business owner, there's so much that is done for you that you leverage, and all these tools and back-end things give you the opportunity to be at work and our business is running, to be, we're looking forward to going skiing in the winter. We're going to be skiing and our business will be running. And that is just super exciting that those systems run, right? And they're tried, tested, and true systems that work and they convert. And that's what I love. Leveraging them. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you for sharing all that. And my last question would be, what would you say to people who are skeptical, inquiring about the business? What would your advice be? How did you guys manage it at your point when you were inquiring about it? What was the thought that came to you, and how did you take action?
Yeah, we thought of that too. The quick answer to that is the business is taxable. So Canada Revenue Agency, we pay our taxes like anyone else. And I heard it once, if our business was anything shady or illegal, all of the governments and police officers all around the world are doing a horrible job, right? This is a legitimate business, right? And we get taxed, we get the T4A forms. So that kind of squashes that right there. How about you, Rachel?
Yeah, I'd probably take a more female approach to this, but I would say discuss, talk about it. Right. So talk about it with your partner, with your spouse, talk about it as a family. Right. The beautiful thing about our business is that it comes with people. And so reach out to the person who, you have seen their ad with, or reach out to Julieta and talk with her and ask her questions and get your questions answered, because we're real people and we're getting real results, and we're doing it by using the internet. And that's just a beautiful thing.
Great. Wow. I'm blown away. Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate having you on my page today. And that's it for me. I will let you go. I am so happy that you've been here, and I wish you both a wonderful weekend and happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah, happy Thanksgiving.
Yes,
do you have any traditions that you do?
Well, we were going to spend it with the family. I celebrated here being in Canada. In Argentina, we really don't have Thanksgiving, but since I'm here in Canada, I'll jump into celebration.
Good. Same with us, friends and family. Social distance, but friends and family.
Yes, that's it. And I think the weather should be nice, so we're gonna take advantage of that too.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much, guys.
You're welcome. Good night.
Good night. Thank you. Thank you. Wow, that was a great interview. I hope you enjoyed Rachel and Rob, my business partners from BC. I will leave everybody with this thought. If you are thinking on starting something, reach out to me, register on the website, and I will be happy to send you the information to watch our presentation and see if maybe this is a fit for you, as it is for so many people around the world. Good night, have a blessed weekend, and happy Thanksgiving.